Do you want to kill Town Hall 9s with max defenses? Dag will show you how. Hey everybody, Foxwood Tiger Force, and I want to show you a killer attack Dag has been using for the last 3 wars, and he has been getting star after star. I'm pretty sure 6 stars for the last 3 wars, and this is how it's done. So this is an interesting attack. He's incorporated witches, and typically he's taking on Town Hall 9s or 9.5s. I'm going to show you the last war where he got 6 stars. These bases are actually less than what he would normally take, but this is what I had right now, which was still available. So let me show you what he does here. This is 14 Valk, 8 Wizards, 5 Witches. He has a Golem and then a Golem in his clan castle, and then a couple of heroes, King at 22, Queen at 25. So this is definitely an attack. People can do it at Town Hall 9. He does have the extra spell at 9.5, and I'm going to show you how he used that. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what he does. So first things first, he's going to drop 2 Golems, one from his clan castle and then one in his camp, and then a wide spread of Wizards, and that's to create that wide funnel. And that's going to be key to any Valkyrie attack. You have to have that wide funnel, followed by wall breakers in an area that they're not going to be susceptible to splash damage. He breaches that wall right there, and the Wizards and the Golems funnel in. Now he's going to drop all 5 Witches, followed by 14 Valkyrie. Now he drops a jump spell, and I'm going to pause it. He has the jump spell right over this section here for them to enter in, and he's going to drop a poison over that clan castle, mostly to slow them down. Now he actually dropped 2 poisons, and as you can see, between all the witches firing and the wizards, if you can see in the midst of the chaos there, coupled with the Valkyrie, the air and defensive clan castle is destroyed. Now, being patient, he waits and drops his queen. You can see how late that queen was dropped. The Valkyries are working their way up the top through another jump spell and then raged, while the Queen and a Witch work their way down the bottom. Now, this is obviously the aggressive push of the initial phase of the attack, and here is where this attack is going to kind of stall out. So, you know, these aren't weak walls. Again, like I mentioned, he was going up against bases with much more difficult walls, but even these level walls, you know, they take a while for the skeletons, for the witches, even the Valk to kind of hack their way through. But because of the fail-safes here, because of the, you know, multiple skeletons, look at that. That's a redhead undead party. I mean, that is serious. That's some serious business there. You know, that sounds like the title of a movie. So, redhead undead party with the witches, with the Valk. You know, here we've got the golems heading up the center, tripping the big bombs. There goes the wizard, but it's not a problem. The witch was hanging back. Now, most of the troops right now are dead, except for we have some witches, which are constantly bringing up skeletons. Actually, one witch here. And then we have the golem and the queen with full health and still the ability. Again, another advantage of this is because, you know, the Valks are kind of a meat shield. You definitely have the Golem, which primarily are used to absorb the expo damage. And if you can think of that when you're doing this attack or any attack really against another Town Hall 9 base, those golems, if you can get them to target the expos, they've done their job. Now the witch obviously has a major buff after the last update to make their firepower, their actual like magic missile, so to speak, a lot more powerful, and that's also played a huge factor in taking out like air clan castles. And look how fast those skeletons are. In fact, I think on a couple of other attacks, the skeletons have been the difference between a 99 and 100% for Dag, just because of how fast they can clear out that you know, remaining hut on the corner, for example. So let's take a look at another base, very similar design here. He's going to drop again the wizard or the golem up top, very widespread wizards, just like last time. Look at that, the golem taking fire from the expo, and then the wall breakers not quite breaching. I remember this now. He did have to break in with a king and the Valkyrie, but the wall breakers did break the wall. I want to pause here because I see this happen a lot, And the difference between a complete fail and a 100% on these bases is the funnel. If his funnel had not have been this wide, covering basically the whole side of the base, those Valk could have ran to the outside and it would have been game over. You've seen that many times. But thanks to his great funneling and clearing that side, the Valks had no choice but to go in for the wall. So here we go again. We've got the clan castle popped out. We have 2 poisons on the clan castle, and now we have the remaining Valkyrie, and he dropped the queen, and now the witches. So again, we have the redhead undead party jumping to the middle with the jump spell, and we have a heal on them now in the center, and it looks like a rage. So that is just wow. That is, like I say, a very aggressive initial push. And I don't know if you saw that up top there, but the skeletons themselves took out a cannon, and now we have, again, another jump spell. So the Valkyries are working on a wall up there, pushing all the way in. We've got the witch down working on that elixir storage. Again, the Valk, the king, the queen. Look at all of that. I don't want to call it a meat shield or what, because there's no meat on a skeleton. But all the skeletons absorbing the damage, even for the Valkyrie. So the Valkyries are relatively unhurt. The Valkyries are all up top left, and the witches are all on the bottom right. Now, let's watch both troops, because really it's interesting how both attack so differently, but so effectively. And then you have the queen kind of following in and around behind. Due to the nature of the Valk, this is an interesting observation. I'm going to pause it here real quick. Due to the nature of the Valkyrie always pushing forward, and the witches with their skeletons always pushing forward, really with that combination, what you're finding is that the queen is kind of hanging back because of the range of their expo. That's really interesting how his queen seems to kind of remain unscathed, again with the full ability, all the way to the end of the attack. And last war, before this one, Dag actually took out a base with Infernos using this attack method. So really a killer attack style by Dag, and he does tip his hat to powerful Viking in our clan who kind of paved the way for him to be able to do this. And I even utilized some of the aspects of his attack here in the last war as well. Just a really great attack, definitely more to come, and thanks for everyone contributing and playing as a team here. We'll talk to y'all later. Make sure and subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you're active and competitive, head over to Search Clans, type in our hashtag, and request to join. Make sure you reference that you found us on YouTube, and we look forward to seeing you soon.